You can position the suggestion menu as you want using the position option. By default, the suggestion menu appears like this. That is, it appears like as it is attached to the input area. Using the position option, you can position it at different places. So you can have 4 keys in the position option, and they are at, my, off and collision. So the my option includes how to align the suggestion menu with respect to the input element, and you can specify how it should be aligned both horizontally and vertically. So let's try to see that. Let me add position, and for it you can have my, at, off and collision. So first let's see the my option. As it can have 2 values, you need to put it in double quotes. First you need to specify how it should be horizontally aligned and next vertically aligned. So for horizontal alignment you can have 3 values: left, center or right. And for vertical alignment you can have again 3 values. They are top, center and bottom. Suppose we want to align the item centered horizontally and top vertically. And let's see the difference. Refresh. Let me click A. See, now it appears like this. So as of now the horizontal alignment is centered. So you are seeing the item centered to the text box. Okay, let's change it to right and see the difference. Refresh A. See, now this item is, that is the text box is to the right of the suggestion menu, and you are not able to see it completely because the text box is on the right of the suggestion menu. Now if I put the value as left, what will happen? Refresh A. See, it is now appearing like this. Suppose I change this to center and see the difference. Refresh A. See, now it is centered. Again if I change this to bottom, refresh A. See, now the text box is at the bottom of the suggestion menu. And as you see here, we are not able to see the suggestion menu here, right? So for that there is another option. It is called collision, which is within the position option itself. So collision, you can set the value as fit or flip. So if the suggestion menu overflows the window, it will be adjusted to see the content completely. So let's see. Refresh. Let me click A. See, now you are able to see all the items. Previously, before setting the value of collision to fit, what happened? Let's see that output again. Refresh A. We were not able to see the suggestion menu items. So if you set the value of collision to fit or flip, you will be able to see the items even if the suggestion menu overflows the window like this. Okay, so this is my and collision. You can have also at. It will happen the other way. When you set the value of at to be left, the suggestion menu will appear at the left and the text box will appear at the right hand side. We can see that as well. Refresh A. See, it is appearing like this. Let me change this to right. Refresh A. See, now the suggestion menu is appearing on the right hand side. Previously when we set the value of might to be right, we were seeing the text box on the right hand side. Whereas if we set the value of at horizontal to be right, we will see the suggestion menu at the right hand side. Now it is appearing like this. Okay, this is bottom. Vertical alignment we have set as bottom. That is why it is appearing at this point. Suppose we change this to top. What will happen? Let's see that. Refresh A. See, it starts from here. If I specify it as center, refresh A. See, it starts from the center. So using my and at, you can decide how the suggestion menu should be aligned with respect to the text box. Okay, and for both at and my, you can have horizontal and vertical alignment. For horizontal alignment, the valid values are left, center and right, and for vertical alignment, the valid values are top, center and bottom. And if you set the value of collision to be fit or flip, even if the suggestion menu overflows the window, it will be adjusted to make all the items visible. Okay, and one more thing we can use with position is off. By default, the suggestion menu appears as if it is attached to the input element. See, when we enter A, here it is getting attached to the input element. Suppose you want to attach it to some other element. Say, let me add a div element with id space. Okay, and let me set some width and height for div. So style hash space. Let me set width and height for this. Okay, so width 100px, height 100px, and let me also set some border 1px, solid black. Okay, and let's see the output now. Refresh. Now it appears like this. Suppose I want to attach the suggestion menu to this one. Okay, so what we can do is, let me remove this at and collision first and specify off, that is the name of the key, and let it be space. So what will happen? It will be attached to the div element with id space. Let me type A. See, it is now attached to this item, not to the text box. This is attached to the div element with id space. Suppose I also specify my to be center. What will happen? Let's see that. Refresh. Let me enter A. See, it is now appearing here. So this is not right. So let me set at bottom center and see the output. Refresh A. See, it is appearing like this, bottom centered. So when we specify the value of off to be hash space, the suggestion menu is positioned against the div element with id space. Okay, so using the position option, we can set the position for our suggestion menu with respect to the input element. You can have 4 values. They are at, my, off and collision. At and my are used to position the suggestion menu with respect to the input element. You can specify both horizontal and vertical alignment in case of at and my. Off is used to decide to which element the suggestion menu should be positioned against, and the collision option is used to display the items even if the suggestion menu overflows the window. So these are the 4 options you can use with the position option.